Howdy everyone, Did here. Welcome back to this week's TWAB breakdown. Let's go. Starting up, Bungie talks about Ritual, Vanguard, and Crucible changes coming in Witch Queen. Bungie says people were doing Vanguard strikes more than they ever could anticipate, and that players were actually getting the activity streaks at a lower rate. So they decided to go ahead and retune everything and bring an average gain more in line with Crucible. So in Season 16, you can expect increased Vanguard rep on completions and with a bonus and increase activity streaks and Nightfall multipliers, along with Nightfall completion quality bonuses. Bungie says Vanguard reputation gains should be approximately twice as fast for most players, with the ability to optimize for even faster gains on higher difficulty Nightfalls and with bonus activity streaks. Bungie also says that Trials of Osiris had the same, if not slower, reputation gains than what they anticipated. So they're making a couple changes to Trials. Bungie is now adding a small amount of Trials reputation at the end of every round 1 at the end of that match, which is based on how many ticket wins a player has, which simply put, each round 1 awards 21 reputation. This is up to 105 extra rep a match. Bungie says this will speed up the reputation gains by 50% or more for players who go flawless on the regular. Bungie also gives a hint at a returning weapon next season, along with an additional weapon to the loophole. Bungie says they're actually happy with the speed of Crucible reputation gains, but are maybe looking at Iron Banner changes in the future. Gambit's already going to have its own special TWAB in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Moving on, starting in Witch Queen, the specific activity that has bonus rep or bonus rewards will now have a modifier or something to show that this playlist will have bonus rep or rewards at the launch screen throughout the week. Bungie says this should help those who are confused or forget which playlist has a bonus that week. Moving on, all Season 13 Battlegrounds are now being put into the Vanguard ARPS playlist. That's the Behemoth Battleground on Nessus, the Oracle one also on Nessus, Hailstone on Europa, and Foothold on the Cosmodrome, and these will be the ones with no champions. Bungie says they're actually the same length and difficulty as most strikes in the playlist, so it just makes sense. Moving on, Bungie talks Nightfalls. Bungie says they've been slowly doing more and more work to make Nightfalls a rewarding yet difficult playlist for most players. But one of the bigger outliers was strike-specific modifiers with damage boost and other effects that enhance boss attacks. Bungie says while some of them were cool and fun, they were really inconsistent and were pushing tactical play more than intended build crafting. So Bungie wants to go ahead and remove these insane modifiers starting at the hero difficulty, and they added a new burn called Acute, which will increase player damage taken from specific elements by 50% and increase player damage done by 25%. Bungie says most Nightfalls already had a 25% damage received modifier, so this will be an across-the-board increase by 25% in both directions for that element. Bungie's also moving seasonal strike modifiers that were introduced in Season 15 from the Vanguard playlist to Nightfalls. Bungie says they are unique buffs and boosts that will aid you to lean into combat themes for the season. And for Season 16, they are themed for Glaive and Void usage, and they'll be rotating weekly, and appear in all Hero, Legend, and Master Nightfalls. Bungie's also returning 2 weapons that were recently vaulted, the Sniper Rifle Silicone Aroma and the Auto Rifle Duty Bound. Moving on, Bungie talks Lost Sectors. Bungie says at the launch of the Beyond Light, they were forced to split the Daily Legend and Master Lost Sector locations since there was no way to select difficulties in the public bubble. But they've made some changes, which you'll now have the choice to do either the Legend or Master difficulties for that Lost Sector. Both difficulties will give the same exotic reward. Moving on, Bungie talks High Dynamic Range. Bungie says at the launch of Witch Queen, High Dynamic Range will have its new support for windowed mode. To use windowed High Dynamic Range, players must have an in-game HDR option enabled and the Windows 10 configured use HDR mode enabled for this to work. Bungie also says for Windows 10 and up, windowed full screen should provide the same or better performance compared to exclusive full screen mode. Screenshots are now supported when playing in HDR on PC. Screenshots must be taken using the in-game screenshot feature. HDR screenshots will be tone mapped to SDR and saved as lossless PNG files. There are also some display calibration improvements on all platforms. Players in HDR will see an updated calibration UI screen to adjust their settings. And lastly, players should claim the following rewards before Witch Queen launches on February 22nd, otherwise they'll be lost forever. Please claim your Bungie rewards, Season Pass items, Shaq's Crucible rewards, Drifter Gambit rewards, Zavala Vanguard rewards, Season Vendor rewards, Gunsmith reputation items, and seasonal seals and rewards. And also, there are a lot of seals and triumphs that take multiple weeks to fully complete, so if you want to get these before they're gone and put into the Destiny content vault, you have to start this week. And that's it for this week at Bungie. And that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed this short little video. As always, I enjoy making them for you. If you like what I do and want to see more, please like and subscribe to the channel. It inspires me to make more. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and have a good one. Bye.